It's a new year, nearly a new month as I'm filming this, and even Monday as I film this. I thought it would be a fitting way to return, sort of in this new beginning, because beginnings are full of new opportunities after all. They are just to be kind to ourselves and to be better ourselves in whichever ways we see fit. So here I am, once again, back as we progress into the new year together. My absence on here is complicated to explain, more so difficult to articulate into words that make sense to people who aren't me. But in short, I'm still at Oxford. I'm still writing up my thesis, but the thing is, academia isn't always as glamorous as it is portrayed online by me and many others, and so I'll try to be better at showing what it's actually like in the future, whenever academia decides to be unkind to me next, because that time will come, as all academics know. So stay tuned. Today, at the time of filming this, I had my first supervision of Hilary term, the first time after Christmas here at Oxford. And almost as a thank you, or perhaps as an apology, depending on how poetic you want to be, it was sunny and warm for once. The first warm day of the year, which, again, felt quite fitting. As a way to ease my anxiety, I've developed this habit of always arriving early to appointments and to places where I have to be at a specific time. This includes my supervisions, and so I got to the city centre of Oxford really early, and I decided to just walk around and look at a few shops. The first one you can see here is Anthropology. It's just a beautiful atmosphere. And then I went to the local flower shop, flower nursery, whatever you want to call it. And then I went to Waterstones. Here you can see some books I really want to read in the future. Please let me know if you've read any of them and if you thought any of them were worth reading. The linguistics department isn't necessarily very central here in Oxford, at least not compared to other things. So it's about a 10-minute walk or a 5-minute jog depending on who you are. The buildings are also quite mundane. They're nothing special at all, but they're very warm and inviting and cozy. And if I tell you that they feel linguistic-y, you will know what I mean if you're a linguistics student. Overall, my supervision went well. I'm writing up a methodology chapter at the moment, and I have to do some additional fieldwork, so we focused on trying to figure out which elicitation tasks I could use with the participants next time I go back to Sweden. It's not a bad start to my academic endeavours of Hilary term. Now, every time I walk to the linguistics department, or back from the linguistics department or the Hilary Institute Library, I walk past this shop called Tigger. And I believe it's a Danish shop, and it's full of wonderful things that remind me so much of back home in Sweden. Maybe it's because of parts of it makes me feel like I'm at IKEA, because they're just so streamlined and neat. So I couldn't resist going back to Anthropology, and as you can see here, I tried on a few things I'd seen earlier, and as you can also see, some things fit me better than others, and in the end, I decided to pick up a few new things for spring. These really nice pairs of Levi jeans and big white oversized sweatshirt that's perfect for rainy days. I also picked up some flowers from the nursery. I actually got a new Swiss cheese plant because I killed my other one. And I also picked up a cactus with a really cute pink hat thing on top. It's beautiful. I also picked up a bundle of white, sort of simple flowers for a vase. Ultimately, in the past year, I realized that caring for plants helped me care for myself too. So I've tended to prioritize filling my home with them. My afternoon today was nothing remarkable. I unloaded everything, I sorted the flowers, I had lunch, and then I got to reading and searching for a specific reference that I lost like a literal amateur. Needless to say, it wasn't the most productive writing session, but that's okay. I always listen to music when I work, which makes these types of mundane tasks much more bearable. If you're interested, here are some songs I've been listening to on repeat for the past few months. I would really highly recommend that you listen to them. Yeah, they're just really beautiful songs in my opinion. I'm not a good cook, generally speaking, but I can make pasta. So today I made cream and pork pasta with fresh gnocchi. My partner liked it, so I guess it was a success, even though it looks kind of odd and pale. Something I've implemented during the last year is to not do any academic work after dinner. It was actually something that my therapist recommended, and it's literally changed my life. So, here I'm working on my language learning. For a few years now, I've been teaching myself Korean, and I've now gotten to the stage where I can watch whatever drama I want with Korean subtitles rather than English ones. For my current level of understanding, this is proving extremely useful for me personally. Let me know if you want any tips on language learning from a linguistics point of view. I have a few tricks up my sleeve, and I would be happy to share them with you if you're interested. After that, my day is pretty much over. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.